Pre-season testing has once again provided an early reference point for the Formula One paddock, even if the real competitive picture remains incomplete. Barcelona offered teams the first extended opportunity to validate concepts, collect data, and understand how the new technical cycle behaves outside simulations and factories. As is often the case, the lap times and mileage figures sparked immediate comparisons. Yet within the paddock, there is broad agreement that testing is more about correlation and system checks than outright performance. Energy management, cooling behavior, and reliability have taken priority over aggressive runs. Against that backdrop, Mercedes emerged from Barcelona with encouraging signs, but team principal Toto Wolff was careful to downplay any premature conclusions. Speaking during the official launch of the W17, Wolff said that pure performance snapshots from testing were misleading, stressing that rival teams did not operate at full intensity and focused heavily on managing their power units. He said in a press conference that no team appeared to be falling apart in outright pace, while adding that he was pleased with the interaction between the Mercedes power unit and the chassis. Wolff emphasized that despite 3 solid days on track, the competitive order remains unclear. He noted that Mercedes did not see Max Verstappen pushing at full speed, nor did McLaren or Ferrari show their full potential. He said to the media that he would remain cautious, explaining that while the test was positive for Mercedes, there is still no clear performance picture and that the team simply does not know where it truly stands. Addressing expectations around George Russell, who has been listed by betting companies as a title favourite after Barcelona, Wolff said it was encouraging but premature. He stated that Russell deserves recognition as one of the strongest drivers on the grid, but reminded that Mercedes has yet to face different conditions, particularly the hot and abrasive asphalt of Bahrain. Wolff said he would only believe the optimism once the car proves competitive across varied environments. Wolff also discussed Andrea Kimi Antonelli, saying the young driver is following the planned trajectory. He explained that Antonelli's rookie season involved heavy pressure from media, sponsors and fans, which led to both strong performances and more difficult races. Wolff said that Antonelli's speed and racecraft are no longer in doubt and that his second season should be more consistent, while cautioning against comparing him directly with Russell, who he described as a long-established benchmark. Reflecting on past regulatory cycles, Wolff acknowledged lessons learned from the ground effect era and the failed zero-pod concept. He said that Mercedes underestimated issues related to weight and ride height in 2022, adding that painful setbacks often provide the deepest learning. Wolff told reporters that managing expectations, both internally and externally, will be critical because new challenges will inevitably emerge. Comparing Mercedes' approach to those of Ferrari and Red Bull Ford, Wolff said it was interesting to observe how rivals managed energy differently in Barcelona. He stressed that these differences were not necessarily better or worse, just alternative solutions. Wolff concluded that the steep learning curve of the new regulations will reward the smartest drivers and engineers, particularly when race conditions expose weaknesses not visible in qualifying simulations. What's your take on this situation? Share your opinion below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Formula One updates.